It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
10 at the 29-yard line.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, we're ready.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20 from the 34 now. Here's first and 10. A give to Hyde out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Complete to Chris.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
On first down, it's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is good.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A second and 11 from the 19. Now Cousins. Big hold of the 30. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. First down, Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Quentin Dunbar. Cousins pass. Intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
They'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
At the 4-yard line.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
He was brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here comes Abdullah on the return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down at 4, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Bruce Urban.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Five yards remain on second down. This is Carson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Cousins to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Incomplete. Still 15 yards to go, second down.
15 yards to go.
Throwing, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
A gain of
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Adam
Thielen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is DJ Reed returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He finds his running back, Hyde. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
No gain on the play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For DK Metcalf.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This time they stay on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Down at the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And a short gain down to about the 33.
By the wide receiver.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
16 yards, a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
first down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
on the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Dalvin Cook.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On second and 7, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17-yard line. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 24. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A second and 10 now. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
34-yard line.
Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
First down, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's got this down to the 35.
To Kyle Rudolph.
Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Again, this is Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He was taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Intercepted.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
24-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and up towards the incompletion.
There's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up
the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Harris on the tackle.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Brought down back.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson will throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
23-yard line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the interception, here's Wilson. Complete here. It's Hyde. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
A tackle made by Thomas Davis.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Carson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Has it, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This from 54 yards away. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Cousins now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Vincent Mayowa. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. No gain on the play. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there. Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime. For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors. Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
From the 36, Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Here's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made by Cameron Wade.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye.